Ah, hell. I'm in the wrong game again.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, a 70 minutes with the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you in another Let's Play episode of Changeling Tale, Jessie's Rejection Path. So yeah, before we jump into it, just want to let y'all know that our Patreon is out for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright. But in the candlelight, peaceful and still as she is, the wolf was no longer some ferocious beast. Her body curves with a natural beauty. Svelte, fur-covered limbs exude power and grace. Wait. Anana's words bring an aura to the room. I can feel the energy as the candlelight begins to flicker faster. Against it, I see her profile changing, lengthening, growing more erect. Her features are becoming softer now, too. My God, it's really happening. The dress only loosely covers her transforming body. I watch as Jessie's fur begins to recede slowly into her pure white skin. Her tail follows. With each wiggle, her paws reshape a little more into familiar dainty feet. Her muzzle shortens and the large black wolf nose melts back into petite bow nose I kissed just last night. At last, the figure on the table resembles the woman I remember. It's her. Before me lies Jessie. Something is wrong. Get out! Alana's yelling. The transformation, it stopped. It's beginning to digress. Jessie's familiar face distorts back into a wolfish visage. Fur emerges, covering everything exposed. Her tail violently sprouts forth. Even I can feel it. Energy is swallowing the room whole. You must get out! You're stopping the transformation! It's more than a request. I feel compelled. My legs move of their own accord, and I beat a hasty retreat. I burst outside, nearly in terror, and greeted only by the eerie silence. What have I done? What happened to Jessie? I risk peeking through the turf house window. Alana is still chanting as she drags the dress slowly and completely off Jessie's. Human body. I breathe a sigh of relief. Jessie tries to speak. She coughs, and Alana ministers to her. After a moment, Alana wraps a tartan around Jessie's shoulders. She helps Jessie off the table, and the two disappear from view. Thank goodness she's all right. It's safe to go back inside. Go to the door and push, but it doesn't budge. Headlock behind me. There's no answer. I'm welcome again, it would seem, and helpless too. The fog has gotten denser and the night darker. I feel tired, alone, lost in no man's land. But at least Jessie is safe. There's the consolation I need. Placing a hand on the damp stone, I utter to her my farewell. May it not be our last. I wander home aimlessly. She is a wolf creature. Who is she? What is she? A werewolf. I must be a madman. Once I reach my own front door, it looks as foreign as any door I opened overseas. I take off my blood-stained shirt and collapse into the bed. A deep sleep reaches me and grabs hold. It is filled with nightmares, glowing eyes, gunshots ringing out, snarls. Then my tossing and turning eases. I relax into quieter dreams of Jessie next to me in bed, my hand touching her forehead and kissing her temples as she falls back asleep. Yeah. Nice job, my man. One second, y'all. It is. I think it's chocolate milk time. Chocolate soy milk, I think. I just wanted to try that. It's pretty good. For the first time in many mornings, I awake clear-headed. Maybe I'm well rested because the last few days were really a dream. Gran asked about the hunt over breakfast, of course. What can I really say? I sipped my tea and reassure her there was never a beast. My mind replays the night's events over and over, especially Jessie, human again, just out of reach. I wish I had stayed. Alana must have explained to Jessie what is happening, hopefully more clearly than she ever did for me, and now Jessie could make her choice. I go out in the field for the morning chores, half expecting to see Jessie coming up the road any moment. Fond wishes. But then, to my surprise, I do see a girl coming up the road. Malcolm! Marion bounds up to me carrying a basket. Good morning, Marion. Sorry, wrong voice. Good morning, Marion. Morning. She gives a brief curtsy, then offers me the basket with a disarming smile. I baked something for you and your gran. It's not much. A delicious smell wafts out, and my mouth can't help but water. Oh my. Thank you. Gran will appreciate the new item on the menu. We've been having eggs and toast every morning since I got home. Would you like to come inside? For a moment, Marion falters. Oh no, I'd love to, but... Is everything well? She looks like she is trying to choose her words carefully. Yes, it's just, we haven't seen Jessie in a few days. Grace, she mentioned that Jessie... she mentioned that Jessie might be, with you. I feel my face redden. She was for a while. I just, haven't seen her either. I was hoping she'd come home. It's alright. She's probably at the pub. She practically lives there when she isn't at home. I don't seem concerned. You don't seem concerned. Well, I am, always, but there's nothing I can do to change her mind about anything. Not her lifestyle, not her behavior, nor her choices. I understand, but if she does come home, please tell her I called after her. Of course, Malcolm. I'll let her know. And please don't think I don't worry about her. She's my sister. I worry about her all the time. I watch Marion's back as she disappears down the road. Jessie's sisters. I wonder if I should have told Marion about yesterday. How do you tell someone her sister is a werewolf? Maybe she already knows. I doubt it. If she did, she'd be a lot more worried. Could Marion be a werewolf too? I shelved that train of thought. It's making my head hurt for once without a hangover. What's important is that Jessie hasn't come home. I picture her still with Alana recovering, taking in the enormity of what's happened. My firebrand Jessie. No, she wouldn't hold back. Waiting around is just not her style. If she's chosen not to go home, that means... I tell myself it could mean anything. I'm jumping to conclusions, probably even losing my mind. But no amount of reason averts the growing emptiness I feel. I know one thing that will fill it, though. Vagina. No, I don't know. When I enter the Stag at Nanny, I find it blissfully empty. Or almost empty. Bulgaria leaps to attention. Oi, Malcolm, lad! He's brimming with concern and relief. It takes me a moment to realise why. You're in one piece, and already back up an atom. Oi, friend, it'll take more than a wee bullet to lay me low. I'm both impressed and horrified by how easily the lies pour from my mouth. Ah, to be young again. Did you track it down, the wolf? Well, you know, it is milk time. I have a tiny bit of milk left. It shall sustain me. Okay. Hey, sorry to say, but we'll catch it yet, Mr. Campbell, rest assured. Now that it knows what a crack shot you are, I reckon it won't come back. He laughs and slaps my back. I cringe for extra effect. I'm sorry. It's alright. Alana pets me up well enough. It was just a graze after all. Good to hear. I bet you've come for some extra medicine, eh? I take a seat at the bar and shrug innocently. It couldn't hurt. I've got just the thing for you, Mr. Campbell. Something special I keep in the back. I thought I'd save it for a royal visit. I chuckle and play along as he pulls out 2 glasses. Expecting a knighthood for your gallantry last night. Nay, for yours. I laugh harder now. After what I've been through, part of me even feels I deserve it. But alas, the king seems to have been delayed indefinitely. And seeing as I owe you and all that... You wait right here, Sir Malcolm. We'll see to it that you're well taken care of today. With a bow and a flourish, he spins on his heels and works his way to the back room. I'm about to turn away when I glimpse a flash of red through the open door. My heart jumps out of excitement and fear. Jessie, she's here! She looks to be putting things away into a chest. No, not a chest, a suitcase. She's packing. I swallow. So, it is as I'd feared. Something. Sensing defeat, I try to rally. If that's what she's chosen, fine. But I can't let her leave like this, not without at least saying goodbye. I steel myself. No. I'm not letting another locked door get in the way. I need to talk with her. Algaramir emerges with a dusty bottle. He sits next to me and shows me the label. It's faded into completed illegibility. Here we are, lad. The finest Cascade Scotch whiskey I've had in all my years. Amber liquid pours into the glasses. My eyes remain fixed on the backroom door. Say, have you seen Jessie? I know I keep asking. Aye, she came here early this morning. Sorry to disappoint, lad, but she's aiming to leave town. Head to the city, packing as we speak. He sighs. Hate to lose her, but I can't say I'm surprised. It's a wonder she lasted as long as she has in this one-horse town. I pick up the glass and nod in agreement. Mind if I go pay her a hello? I don't. I know you've been asking after her for some time. But don't get your hopes up, my boy. I don't think she'll be changing her mind. I swirl the drink idly for a moment. Cheers. In one swift motion, I unceremoniously down the drink in one gulp. The liquid burns fiercely down my throat. It doesn't faze me one bit. Bulgara, however, looks mortified. I barely hear his words as I get up and cross to the door. Well, cheers, then. I guess I'll give you two some privacy. My heart is beating out of my chest. I knock gently, but don't wait for a reply. I don't want to take the chance that she might tell me not to enter. My stomach is wound in heavy, tight knots. I no longer feel myself breathing. Hello, Jessie. Malcolm? She turns gracefully. Her slip swings with her like a cloud of silk. Her movements still say devil may care, but her face, etched with worry and shame, says otherwise. It breaks my heart. Malcolm, what are you doing here? Are you alright? I don't really know. She looks much the same as when we danced. But I know better. Nothing will be the same. You're still in your dress. She chuckles nervously. I've been too afraid to take it off. You look beautiful. Taking a deep breath, I finally ask the question I've been avoiding. Are you leaving? I have to. You don't. She's earnest. You can't understand what I'm going through. Then tell me, help me understand. I'm a good listener. Her tone is sympathetic. I know, but this is different. My life, everything has changed. It's like, water time. Dreamer in the sky, dreamer, I won't be wasting your time. Okay. I need to leave this place, now more than ever. Jessie, I want to help. But you're the problem. She shouts then, seeing the pain she's caused, looks away. I'm sorry, Malcolm. I just wish you hadn't seen me like that. It must have been horrible. After everything you saved my life last night, I owe you. I feel a pang of guilt, if not for Alana. You owe me nothing, I want to make sure you're safe. Don't you see? I'm not me anymore. I don't even know. Of course you're still you. Out in the moors I could see it in your eyes. Skin or fur underneath it was still your heart in there, not some savage beasts. The bite never came last night was no accident. I realized that even as a wolf she must have retained some awareness. I can't help but ask, what does it feel like? She sighs and walks closer to me. It feels so real, like nothing I could describe to you. It's like having my own skin, my own body, but so different. It feels more like me. Yet I could barely walk. Each step felt like I was learning how to balance, how to move. I felt like an infant trying to crawl and stand. She laughs. It's good to hear her laugh again. Her smile brightens the room and warms my heart. It was hilarious and marvelous and terrifying. Oh, this is an important one. Alright, y'all. I guess we're about to be a heartbreaker. I can only imagine how difficult it must have been to cope. The uncertainty, the confusion. What was that? Confusion. Yes, it was. It was also lonely. Isolating. Malcolm, it's wrong. I can't stay here and risk becoming a wolf again. I'm a villain, something to hunt. Oh. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!